Joltter.
Jacob.
And this
is Unisport Q&A episode 7. I did it today.
7.
Yes.
Q&A 7. Let's just get it on.
Yes.
You ask questions, we answer them. As always.
As always, it's gonna be epic. As always, let's try not to make it as deep this time as last time. It got a bit emotional.
Wow.
Yes. So let's just kick it off. This time, going into football. Okay, Jolter, I got the first question.
Ladies first.
From. No, that's not funny. Isak Nilsson, have you ever cheated in a football game, like filming or something like that? Yes.
I have definitely done that.
I have this trick, because, you know, I'm a small guy, I'm fast, I usually get taken down hard. I have this thing that whenever I go into a tackle, if I get fouled, I like clack my boots together. So they make a sound so it sounds like I'm getting hit harder than I am.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't have any specific memories, but I have definitely done anything in my power to win. What's the best Champions League final of all time?
Bayern Munich, Manchester United, 1999.
You know, I'm gonna have to go with Chelsea beating Bayern Munich.
But we gotta mention Liverpool, Milan as well.
Of course. It's, you know, if I wasn't a Chelsea fan, that would be it.
I was cheering for Liverpool, and I feel bad saying that I was cheering for Liverpool because I just wanted some excitement back in the game. I wanted the game to continue because it was that epic.
Who do you think is the best central midfielder in 2017? Because this season we have Bus level 1000.
I also have that question. It's a brilliant question. Depends on how you want to define which role in central midfield.
Of course.
Because I would point to Luka Modric. But if we're talking like defensive central midfielder, N'Golo Kante. There's no.
I would just go with N'Golo. Like I don't care how my team plays. I would just have this guy in the starting 11. But you're right. Like of course it depends on the system you want to play. Like
yes.
If you're playing Sunday League football and the ball is just in the air, you don't even need a midfielder.
But you want Marouane Fellaini.
Exactly.
Sir Conte, have you ever celebrated a goal so much that you have broken something in your apartment/location where you watched it? Yes.
You have?
I have numerous times. From pure excitement or frustration. It's mostly frustration actually. When I get frustrated, I throw stuff.
I don't think I've ever done that.
No?
No, I'm not the kind of guy who, you know, gets like physical,
no.
Like aggressive, like, you know, that I take this thing and just
yeah.
throw it, you know.
I would destroy the studio if I was watching Man United getting Kenta A. If you could go back in time and change one moment of the footballing world, what would it be? And what would you do? Which moment would you change and what would you do instead of that very moment? But I'm gonna go for QPR, Manchester City, seconds before the Aguero goal. City have just scored, QPR have kickoff, and they decide to move the ball up to City instead of just playing keep ball. The City gets the ball, they go down and they score, and I broke stuff.
I'm gonna say Champions League Final, I would guess it's 2008. Chelsea Man United. I was in Rome with my class, you know? I was watching the Champions League Final in my room,
yes.
And the whole classroom was behind me. Ooh. Because I was, you know, dying. And then John Terry steps up to take the penalty. I love John Terry. Captain, leader, legend. I would tell John before the game, like, yo, John, you know, just...
please introduce anti-God.
Exactly.
With that in mind, a smile on our faces, let's move on to Real Talk! Yes.
Favorite music style?
Okay, should we do each other? Yeah,
You start with me.
You like, you know, your gangster hibbity hub.
I like my hip-hop, R&B, you know, yes. Like this cool.
Yes.
But you know what? There's a deep spot somewhere in my heart for everything. Like I listen to all kinds of music.
That's
like,
actually true.
I like, you know, like some old pop hits. Like, you know, I like a bit of everything.
He likes this.
But if I really had to, you know, go with something, it's like this kind of like Drake, Kanye, you know.
Bit of auto-tune, bit of gangster swag.
Yeah. Remember to check out Joltter Remix on Spotify. That was my plug for this episode. You're like this house, you appreciate the fine production of like, what are the, Daft Punk. Daft Punk is like...
Okay, yes, I like...
You're like a Daft Punk kind of guy.
I like electronic music. Yes, house music, lounge, electro, that sort of stuff.
Yes.
Not too hard. But
Daft
yeah,
Punk.
Daft Punk. Daft Punk is a pretty good example.
I love Daft Punk.
Yes. Staying in the music category. So, what was your music name, JayMike? And I took it because he followed up with a question himself. DJ Mike.
I got it.
Bravo, bravo. I did used to call myself JayMike. Initially I called myself Kobe, don't ask why, K-O-B-Y. And I came up with JayMike because I was doing music. And I looked at this guy called, a French music producer calling himself Tom Snare. Which is cool because, you know, a snare drum, that's an instrument. So I thought, okay, I'm Jay, Jacob J, that makes sense. I'm called Michelson. Mike and M-I-C, microphone, it all made sense. JayMike to the mix. You get the exactly.
Well, since we're talking about music, let's just say, what is the best ever football song?
Football's Coming Home.
That's a classic.
Doesn't get any better than that. Okay, Jolter, let's move on to the final thing. It's called a Boob Bag. Yes, do you want to take it away?
I can take it away.
You can
This
take
is
it
the
away.
section where we talk football boots.
Yes.
And the first question goes, what is the most controversial boot change of all time? I'd have to say Thierry Henry leaving Nike for Reebok.
Thierry Henry, that took everyone by storm. He was a really big name for Nike at the time.
Yeah, he was the Mercurial.
Yes, headlining the Mercurial Vapor 3.
Okay, somebody recent.
Zlatan. I'm not really sure that he ever really signed for Adidas. He just stopped.
No, I'm pretty sure he just, he was just wearing it because he was feeling it. You know?
Yeah.
My answer would be Neymar leaving the Hypervenom for the Vapor.
That's probably the biggest in recent times.
Yes.
But that's probably also because the Hypervenom 2 kind of sucked.
A few moments later.
But Neymar, that's a good shout, very good shout. What is the worst but most bought shoe? And while we don't have numbers, I was thinking we could guess. So let's think about a very popular boot that wasn't very good. I was thinking Superfly 2 or Superfly 3. Not very good boots, but people bought them just by, like, they came out and they were gone. One of the worst Nike boots to be ever made, Superfly 2.
You know, I could, try and like trash talk some Predators, you know?
But the Predator X didn't really sell that much, I think.
Yeah,
compared
again,
to the
I don't know
Superflies.
any number.
No.
For me, even the Predator, what was the one? Addy Power. For me, even that boot was bad. I didn't like it.
Stop!
I didn't like it.
We cannot be friends anymore. That's one of the flipping best Predators they've made.
That's not even a Predator. Tell me one thing about that boot that was Predator.
The elements
There was
that
nothing.
led it.
There was
Oh,
nothing.
come on, this is ridiculous.
I know, and the boot. So was the boot.
No.
Adidas, what happened, man? But at least they went back to like the lethal zones and whatever came after that.
Which wasn't a Predator at all.
That was
didn't
like with some elements and like.
It wasn't leather. There wasn't even a tongue. There wasn't a tongue on the Addy Power. It was still a good boot. This is
The
sensationally
blade
bad.
was too narrow. Like.
Who are you? Man, we after this we're done. Friendship over.
Okay, maybe we could say Hypervenom 2.
Yeah, Hypervenom.
That was not a very good boot.
It
and
wasn't.
It probably sold
a lot. Pretty much, yeah.
Is there any boot that reminds you of a certain time or memory in your life?
So many boots.
Same. I have so many. Just give me one, you know?
My first Mercurial Vapor 1. It really opened my eyes to how much it meant to me to have a good football boot. That was something that really changed something inside me, that made me realize how much I love football boots and how much it means to me.
I'm gonna have to say the Predator Mania. In like the gray silver-ish colorway. Gunmetal
Wow.
colorway. I felt like such a boss wearing those. I'm not gonna lie. You know, and I had, the tongue all the way out, so the
Proper back style.
Yeah, exactly. So the what do you call it? The rubber band was
Yes.
like between the like these studs, not here in the middle. It was right here.
Super douchebag style, I love it. Do you guys play using AG configurations on FG? It seems like most of the videos that you create on boot reviews are conducted on 3G/4G artificial grass pitches, and they are. Outside of YouTube content creation, do you guys play casual football with teams as well? If so, again, do you use FG or AG boots? And yes, it's true that we do create a lot of our videos on AG pitches, which is because that most grass pitches are either super muddy or closed in Copenhagen. So it's either not doing a video or doing it with FG on AG, because usually we can get our hands on FG boots. But yes, we do play recreational football, different levels. I play, Jolter doesn't at the moment, but I always try to play with the right start configuration because I'm getting old, so I don't want to hurt myself more than necessary.
Like, first of all, I love playing on artificial grass.
Yes.
You know? Like, I almost grew up playing on AG pitches, you know? I'm that generation. Yeah, you know, because in Finland you mainly have artificial grass pitches that are always available throughout the year, you know? The artificial grass studs, they work. Like, you know, it gives you a better feeling on the AG compared to FG studs.
It is better.
That's why I would put my money on the AG sole plates.
It's better for your knees, it's better for your legs in general, and you just get better traction.
JayMike, you have any more questions?
I do not have any more questions for Bootbag. I just want to give a shout out to everyone who asked about Jolter and the sacks.
Oi!
Okay, Jolter, it is time to move on to the giveaway! And we have a winner
Of the Nike FC hat.
and this guy called Philip. English speaking, which boots are you most annoyed at for not getting?
I'm just gonna throw something random. You know, do you remember the Hypervenom transform?
Yes.
That, you know,
Yes.
heats up when you wiggle it, you know? I wish I had those.
That was gonna be my pair.
Really?
That was gonna be the transforms. I could have gotten them, and I thought, you know what? Nah, I have so many cool limited edition boots, and I've been regretting it ever since. And then there's one more. Vapor 9 15th anniversary in chromes. They only made it in 15 pairs. We had a pair, we gave it away, and I had it in my hands, and I still to this day have a dream that one day I will own them. But they're like the most expensive boots you could possibly get your hands on. So I'm gonna go with the transforms.
We have one more thing.
One more thing, the question
Of the month! The question of the month. And you have it as well this
I have
time.
it as well. Yannick Hassenbein. So you said that you know nothing about goalkeeper stuff, but who is for you the best goalkeeper at the moment and of all time, Jolter?
Wow, of all time. You know what? I'm gonna have to say this. If I have any of my old teammates watching, they're gonna give me props for saying the best goalkeeper of all time is David Seaman. And I know he's not the best. He's not the best of all time, but he's a legendary guy amongst me and my friends.
So first
David
of all,
Seaman.
you hate on the Addy powers, and then you go with flipping David's. He was perhaps the coolest goalkeeper of all time.
Yes.
There's only one goalkeeper of all time, Peter Schmeichel. But the best goalkeeper at the moment, there's only one guy, Manuel Neuer.
Neuer.
I think it's time to end. Jolter,
We have giveaway, of course, in
We
this
have-
video as well. And you can win this product right here. By doing what?
by leaving a good question right down below. As per usual, we're gonna find a winner in Q&A episode number 8. And with that, Jolter, screw you and your stupid boot taste, and I'll see you guys later. Addy Power, come on.
I didn't like you one bit. Not one
Come on.
bit.
Wow.
Not one bit!
Wow.